what did you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
I'm a soldier, Vega, and I wanted to be the best damn soldier I could be. It doesn't get better than N7.
So I hear.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do.
N7 is a vocational code in the Systems Alliance military. The N designates special forces, and the 7 refers to the highest level of proficiency. It applies to Alliance personnel who have graduated from the Interplanetary Combatives Training, which is the ICT program.
The ICT Academy, IC Academy, sometimes called N School or the Villa, recruits officers from every branch of Earth's militaries to partake in grueling courses at Villa Militar in Rio de Janeiro. The trainees undergo brutal courses, content varied depending on how many times they have trained at the school.
If this is their first time at the school, trainees participate in scenarios experienced by the elite units of most land-based armies. A typical candidate may be in training more than 20 hours a day, leading small units into combative over hostile terrain with little sleep or food. Trainees who do well are awarded an internal designation of N1 and are then invited to return. Those who return to the school focus on their combat class.
Subsequent courses, N2 through N6, are often held off-planet and include instruction in zero-G combat, military freefall, which is parachuting, jet boot or jetpack flight, combat diver qualification, close quarter combatives instructor courses, linguistics, frontline trauma care for human and alien biology, and assault procedures. Those with specializations may also attend specialized schools related to their field. Forward observers may attend naval gunfire training and close air support courses. Pilots and mechanized soldiers learn how to drive, maintain, and shoot from several types of vehicles and powered armor. Communication specialists attend joint communication courses. Some known off-school training locations are Jupiter's moon Europa and Arcturus.
The highest grade of training, N6, provides actual combat experience in conflict zones throughout the galaxy. From day one, invitees are given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen. The final few are out of the program. If the trainee survives these scenarios in admirable and effective fashion, he or she finally receives the coveted N7 designation. N7 is the only ICT designation that may be worn on field or dress uniforms.
Before the events of the Reaper War, the N7 graduation ceremony was held at Arcturus Station. With the station's subsequent destruction, new members are inducted practically on the battlefield.
There is little shame in failing an N course. The training is so extreme that even qualifying for N1 elevates an officer to a position of respect. The universal prestige of merely attending the academy helps to restrain trainees from taking excessive risks in pursuit of higher honors.
ICT qualification by itself does not guarantee a higher rank, although those officers who are able to complete the program are typically well suited to senior leadership positions. In some cases, a given force will form a special operations regiment made of ICT qualified soldiers to deal with a specific problem.
So in terms of equipment now, we're onto armor. The Onyx armor and the N7 Defender armor both have the distinctive N7 and red detail on the right arm emblazoned on them. The N7 emblem is visible on all customizable armor chest pieces worn by Commander Shepard, except for the Kestrel torso sheath and the Rosenkov Materials chest piece. Former N7 Alec Ryder of the Andromeda Initiative has his own custom N7 armor that can be refitted and customized further for his offspring's use.
So in weapons, there are several N7 branded weapons developed by the System Alliance in widespread use by 2186. Some of the weapons, along with the capability to manufacture more, are even brought along by the Andromeda Initiative to their new home in the eponymous galaxy. These include the N7 Typhoon Light Machine Gun, the N7 Valkyrie Assault Rifle, the N7 Crusader Shotgun, N7 Piranha Assault Shotgun, Hurricane Submachine Gun, Valiant Sniper Rifle, and Eagle Pistol.
So some information about the N7 Special Operations. During the Reaper War, Allied forces began recruiting anyone, soldier or mercenary, to serve on the front lines of the conflict. The most experienced operatives formed squads to secure objectives, evacuate civilians, and battle Cerberus or the Reapers deep in enemy territory. Initially led by N7 commandos, these squads were nicknamed the N7 Special Ops. In light of these teams' exemplary service and remarkable bravery, the Alliance allowed this unofficial name to spread across the ranks as a sign of respect for their efforts. N7 Special Ops teams can aid to varying degrees in the overall war effort.
So in N7 classes, so during the Reaper invasion, many N7 graduates began to train other species in anti-Reaper asymmetric warfare and joined N7 Special Ops squads in battle. So there's the Fury Adept, the Destroyer Soldier, a Demolisher Engineer, a Paladin Sentinel, Shadow Infiltrator, and Slayer Vanguard.
So here's a list of some of the notable graduates and or initiates. So we've got David Anderson. He was one of the first graduates of the N7 training program.
Kai Leng, who was dishonorably discharged Alliance soldier and a current Cerberus operative.
Alec Ryder, a former N7 and Pathfinder of the Andromeda Initiative.
Lee Riley, an N7 engineer who leads a team to reactivate and defend fuel reactors on Psion.
Susan Rizzi, an N7 Fury, discussing item procurement with a peer at the Silver Sun Strip.
There's obviously Commander Shepard.
And then we also have James Vega, who was offered entry into the program just before the start of the Reaper invasion. He may decide to accept the offer depending on the actions of Commander Shepard, so that's sort of a maybe.
Yeah, and some of the known operations. In a news report by Emily Wong on the Citadel in 2185, states that a team of N7 commandos were deployed in Batarian space from a Normandy-class stealth frigate.
Several N7 operations took place during the Reaper War as part of the N7 Special Ops initiative that we mentioned before.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. We'll go straight into some trivia here. And according to the art of Mass Effect, the red detail on the emblem symbolizes the human blood Shepard must sacrifice to stop Saren Arterius. The red stripe is also a historical reference to the red striped commanders that commanders wore on early space missions to make them instantly recognizable.
The Medal of Valor achievement, which is completing Mass Effect on Insanity difficulty, unlocks an N7 gamer pick.
The design is available in a number of objects from apparel to miscellaneous items at the BioWare store. Props featuring the N7 logo, which briefly feature in the background of one scene in the Expendables 3 movie. Yeah, that's cool. Didn't know that.
The Look N77 ski binding was the original source of the name and logo art. The developers simply removed one of the 7s from the original. I didn't know that either.
This one I did know. An N7 themed suit is available in Dead Space 3 for those with a Mass Effect 3 save file on their system.
And finally, and definitely least interestingly, an N7 themed Javelin skin is available in the game Anthem, which is also by BioWare.
Played by all 5 people. Yeah, and so obviously it has been the thing that has created N7 Day, November the 7th every year. As important, if not more important, than May the 4th.
Yeah, 100%. It's a definitely a landmark day each year.
Second only to December 25th on the calendar, I would say.
Yep.
You and I both have N7 hoodies.
We do.
I don't know about you, but I tend to put it on at least whenever I play through.
Yeah, it's pretty comfy. It's definitely good to get into character before playing some Mass Effect.
That's it. So there you have it. That's kind of all the information on N7 that we have. It looks like it's an elite program. You have to kind of get through levels N1 through to N6 before you can pass N7. And interestingly enough, you can only, emblem your uniform with the N7. You can't, if you're an N5 and you can get past that, you cannot put N5 on there.
But it's still, as we said, it's still considered very prestigious to have even gone to the school and even completed one of the designations. So it's sort of considered respectable no matter what level you get to. But obviously N7 itself is like the absolute pinnacle you can get in terms of training there.
It's like the best of the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's it. That's N7. What do you guys think? Does that help you understand what it is a bit better? Would you like to see other videos? If so, what topics would you like us to cover? Let us know in the comments, and please give us a like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more.
And with that, we will see you next time in our next
Finder.
lore video.
Careful wearing that.
Excuse me?
The N7. That's not something you just put on. Might want to think about that.